Today's story is about the bone-chilling events of the Kola Superdeep. While drilling 12,000 meters underground, the Russians supposedly discovered the gates of hell. The microphones on the drilling rigs reportedly captured the screams of millions, as if thousands of souls were crying out from beneath the earth. This project was top secret, but after the Soviet Union collapsed, this terrifying file was leaked. What was actually down there? Was it really hell or something else? If you want to find out, hit that like button right now, because today's story will shake you to your core. Let's dive into what really happened. The story begins in 1984, during the peak of the Cold War between America and Russia. Our protagonist is Mina, a renowned Russian biologist. On New Year's Eve, while Mina is busy partying with her friends, she receives an urgent call from the higher-ups. She's told her vacation is canceled and she must return to work immediately. An unknown, bizarre disease has broken out at the Kola Superdeep. People are dying fast, and the infection is spreading in the blink of an eye. The government has decided to shut down this massive hole forever in just 24 hours. But before that, Mina must go there to investigate and bring back a sample of the virus. Mina agrees. Mina is taken to the Kola Peninsula by a military helicopter. The place is covered in ice and is bone-chillingly cold. A special forces team is sent with her. The commander of this force falls for Mina at first sight. To impress her, he tries to strike up a conversation, asking where she's from. But Mina is a serious scientist. She ignores the small talk and focuses on her work. She wonders why such a large special forces unit is being sent for just a simple disease. Something definitely feels off. After the helicopter lands, Mina notices the guards around the mine are in a state of panic, as if preparing for a massive war. Just then, a female researcher comes running out from inside the mine. Without a word, the guards open fire and riddle her with bullets. But surprisingly, even after being shot multiple times, the girl doesn't die. She stands back up and detonates a grenade she was holding. The explosion shattered the window glass, hitting Mina. When Mina goes to examine the girl's body, she finds it filled with a strange kind of fungus. And as soon as Mina tries to collect a sample in a test tube, it turns to black ash upon contact with the air. Mina realizes this is no ordinary disease. Next, Mina checks the mine workers, but finds no signs of disease. However, one worker whispers in her ear, "There is no disease here. We've actually reached hell while drilling. Run away from here fast." It's clear the workers have been ordered to keep their mouths shut. Being a scientist, Mina doesn't believe in hell. She decides she must go underground to uncover the real mystery. Mina and a colonel head to the mine's laboratory. There, they meet a young officer who claims to be the current director. He says the main director has been arrested for hiding information. But the problem is, the main director changed the elevator password, so no one can go down. The sinister main director says, "I'll only give you the password if you come down with me." Having no choice, everyone gets into the elevator with him. After entering the password, the elevator starts. But as it begins its descent, the old man pulls a terrifying move. He suddenly puts on his own oxygen mask and increases the elevator speed. Before Mina and the others can realize what's happening, they pass out from lack of oxygen. When the elevator reaches the bottom, the old man runs off with the key, leaving Mina and her team behind. When Mina wakes up, she sees the old man has escaped. The young officer then explains the map, saying the mine is 12,000 meters deep and divided into 2 levels. They are currently at level 1, located at 6,000 meters. To go further down, they need the key and the password, which the old man has. The soldiers start searching the entire floor thoroughly. In the kitchen, they find a doctor and a mechanic hiding in fear. Mina checks their blood and finds them healthy. While searching near the elevator to level 2, Mina sees the old director standing there. He says, "I won't give you the key. You should escape through the stairs or the walkway instead." Mina realizes it's a trap. She calls the soldiers. As soon as the soldiers see the old man, they shoot him. Even after being shot, the old man manages to get into the elevator, close the door, and escape down to level 2. Now they only have one way out, the walking tunnel. But the problem is, the temperature in that tunnel is 200 degrees Celsius.
Without a special heat-proof suit, going in there means being burned to ash.
As the soldiers are getting ready in their special suits, they witness an unbelievable sight. A girl comes walking through that 200-degree tunnel wearing no suit, just ordinary clothes. Everyone is stunned. The girl is quickly taken to an isolation room. Mina sees that there are no burn marks on her body. On the contrary, she's shivering from the cold. Upon examining her back, Mina finds a massive fungal nest. Because this fungus absorbs all the heat from the body, the girl survived the 200-degree temperature. Mina realizes that this parasitic fungus grows like crazy when exposed to heat. If this spreads among people on the surface, the world will be destroyed within hours. Meanwhile, the girl's condition starts to worsen, and she begins banging her head against the glass wall. Just then, the old director's voice comes over the speakers. He says, "I told you to run, but you didn't. Now no one can leave this place." With that, he blasts and collapses the only stairway leading up. Everyone is trapped 6,000 meters underground. Mina and the commander then head to the isolation room to check on the infected girl. They find a horrific scene. The entire room is covered in fungus, and the girl is inside a massive cocoon, but she's still alive. They try to leave, but the colonel locks them inside the room from the outside. The colonel says, "Get a sample of that living fungus first, then I'll open the door." Forced into it, Mina and the commander go to take the sample without any protection. Just as they get close, a fungal sac bursts, releasing a cloud of spores. The commander can't move away in time, and the toxic spores hit him directly in the face. Mina quickly puts on a gas mask. When the room's sensors detect the fungal leak, they immediately start blasting freezing cold air because the fungus freezes in the cold. At this moment, the doctor they found earlier in the kitchen emerges from a corner of the room. Shivering, he says, "I'm so cold." It turns out he was already infected. He suddenly attacks Mina like a zombie. Mina manages to push him off and barely makes it out alive. As soon as she gets out, Mina tells the mechanic to spray dry ice or carbon dioxide to kill any germs on her body. They pull the commander out as well, but by then the infection has spread through his body. To save him, he needs to be taken to the surface immediately. Mina snaps at the colonel, saying, "This fungus can't stand the cold, but it becomes a monster when it gets heat. If even a bit of this reaches the surface by mistake, no one will be saved." When the colonel hears about the fungus's terrifying power, instead of being afraid, he's secretly thrilled. He tells Mina, "Look, there's a war between America and Russia right now, and our country is on the brink of collapse. If we can somehow spread this fungus or virus in America, it's game over. We win. And even if it spreads in our own country, we'll just move the people to Siberia." You see, whether people live or die doesn't matter to him. Winning the war is everything. The colonel orders everyone to put on protection suits. Right then, screams break out from the scout team over the walkie-talkie. They've encountered some kind of strange creature. The scout leader just yells, "Close the door," followed by a blood-curdling scream. The colonel opens the door to save his men and sends 3 soldiers for a rescue, but luck isn't on their side. 3 went in and only 2 came back, and they were brutally mangled. They say, "That's not human, it's a monster. Shooting it only makes it angrier." Another soldier, whose arm has been ripped off and infection is spreading, slits his own throat right in front of everyone to save the others. Seeing the situation spiral out of control, the colonel shuts the main door. But by opening it, the monster now knows where the prey is. Violent thuds start hitting the door from the other side. Now there's only one way out, down to level 2. Everyone gets in the elevator, but Mina's lover, Antonov commander, and 2 soldiers say, "You guys go, we'll hold the monster back." Even facing certain death, Antonov asks Mina, "Where is your home?" Mina replies, "Come back, and then I'll tell you." They descend even deeper, 12,000 meters down via the elevator,
It's colder here, so the fungus is somewhat weaker. They find a recorded video from the old director. The video reveals the real mystery. Millions of years ago, a strange creature arrived on Earth via a meteorite, but due to the Ice Age, the creature hid deep underground, fearing it would freeze. The Russians woke it up by drilling. This creature is actually a fungus, but its intelligence surpasses that of humans. It takes over the human nervous system through spores. Then it fuses multiple people together to create a massive hunk of flesh, a monster, so they can survive on each other's body heat. You get it? That monster is actually a mass of living human bodies. The director adds, "I won't give you the key, because if this reaches the surface, the world will end. But before I die, I want to see that alien with my own eyes." The Colonel realizes that to save Mina, he absolutely needs that elevator key. But the key is with the old man, who is now heading toward the alien through a corridor where the temperature is 200 degrees. The Colonel puts on a suit and sprints into that scorching tunnel to get the key. But 5 minutes pass and he doesn't return. Mina doesn't wait any longer and runs into the hot tunnel herself. She finds the Colonel lying dead, but the key is still in his hand. Mina grabs the key and barely makes it back alive, though her body is badly burned. As soon as she returns, that villainous junior officer, the new director, points a gun at her. Just as he's about to shoot Mina, he shoots the mechanic instead and tells Mina, "Take me with you. I'll become famous by taking this sample to the surface." But as luck would have it, just as they reach the elevator, the massive monster breaks through the wall. It grabs the corrupt officer and fuses him into its own body. Mina sees countless human faces on the monster, screaming in agony. Thinking fast, Mina ducks into a cold storage room and pours a bucket of ice-cold water over herself. She knows this alien won't touch anything cold. Mina is shivering uncontrollably, and the monster comes right up to her, but leaves without catching her. Mina snatches the key hanging from the monster's body and runs toward the elevator with the mechanic. When the elevator door opens, they're met with a terrifying sight. Mina's lover, Antonov, is standing inside, but he's no longer human. His entire body is covered in fungus. He's now a living trap. This alien is so intelligent that it knew Mina would use the elevator, so it left Antonov there as a spore bomb. As the door opens, thousands of toxic spores pour out of Antonov's mouth. Mina realizes that getting into this elevator means death. She tries to close the door, but the mechanic has gone mad with the desire to live. He tries to kill Mina to get on the elevator. A struggle breaks out. The mechanic almost kills Mina, but at that moment, the living corpse of Antonov stabs the mechanic with a sharp spike made of his own bone. In his final moments, Antonov saves Mina. Mina goes to him and keeps her promise. She says, "My home is in Yugoslavia." Then she gives him a final kiss as a farewell. Antonov dies. Mina makes it to the surface, but she knows the spores have already entered her body. A rescue team has arrived and is transporting her by train or truck. Mina realizes that if she enters the city, this disease will spread across the entire planet. So she quietly swipes a grenade from a soldier sitting next to her. She decides to blow herself up. Looking out the train door, she pulls the pin, and that's where the movie ends. It means Mina sacrificed herself to save the world. Folks, the name of this movie is The Superdeep, or Kola Superdeep in Russian. It's a Russian sci-fi horror film released in 2020. The movie has a 5.8 rating on IMDb. But even with a low rating, for those who love body horror movies like The Thing or Resident Evil, this is a masterpiece. The highlight of the movie is its practical effects, meaning they used handmade makeup more than computer graphics, which makes the monsters and the fungus look incredibly realistic and repulsive. The film is based on a true story. The Russians actually stopped the project after hearing strange noises while drilling at the Kola Superdeep, which many call the sounds of hell. The director used that legend to craft this story. In my opinion, if you're a horror lover, you should watch this at least once, especially for those bone-chilling final scenes. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. And for more mysterious stories like this, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. I'll see you in the next one.